Hi, welcome back. My name is Esty if this is your first time on my channel, and I'm documenting my all-in journey and recovery from an eating disorder. Today I kind of just wanted to chit-chat a little bit about a few things. I wanted to start off by talking about some of the things I wish I had known before I went all in. So I came specifically from a very bulimic past. I suffered from anorexia as well, but bulimia was in and out of my life over 10 years. So I had quite a damaged digestive system, I would say. When you start eating food and allowing all this food back into your life and you're not purging it, your digestive system is going to be a little bit funky. I knew I was going to feel full and bloated, but boy was I bloated. So just be prepared for mega bloat and just know that it's not going to last forever. You're going to feel really uncomfortable. You're going to want to live in stretchy clothes. Please live in stretchy clothes. You know, your tummy's doing all sorts of things. You're going to have to go to the bathroom more. You're going to be farting more. All those great things. But that's just your body doing what it needs to do. And you will get through that phase. I think it was the worst month 1, month 2. And then my body kind of started figuring out what to do with food. Speaking of stretchy clothes, I wish I had bought clothes before I went all in. It is the worst feeling to slowly be actually not slowly, it's the worst feeling to be putting on this weight quite rapidly and for your clothes to just not fit you. And you're miserable enough because your clothes aren't fitting you, but then you have to go out and get new clothes when you're already in a body you don't feel comfortable in. I wish I had done it the other way around. I wish I had gone in prepared, going, okay, I'm accepting that my body's going to grow, so let's pick up a pair of leggings that are maybe 2 sizes bigger, that I can comfortably fit in and can comfortably grow into. I remember so clearly going into an American Eagle during COVID where you can't try anything on, and I broke down to this woman who was trying to help me, saying, I don't know what size I am, I'm not prepared for this, I don't know how to shop for this body, and this poor girl didn't know how to help me. It was a miserable experience, and I just wish I was better prepared. So take it from me, prepare before you go all in. So maybe not everyone who goes all in struggles with this, but something I struggled with and I wish I had known more about is I had really bad restless leg syndrome at night. I couldn't sleep. I would wake up and I just felt like I had to move my legs. I had to stretch them, I had to walk around the apartment. I couldn't lay still. And I did a little research. It was a change in my diet. It was a much more processed diet because especially in the beginning of all in, I was eating a lot of processed food because that's what I wanted. It's what I craved. I had not allowed myself those foods. So then I wanted them in surplus. My body was just not used to it, and it was very uncomfortable, and I would have so many sleepless nights and I would be so grumpy the next day. It felt like when you're going through puberty and you have growing pains. And that's what I felt every night for a good month. Eventually I started taking a magnesium supplement. Let me get it, let me show you, because it's really good. I started taking Natural Calm. It really helped me to sleep and it just calmed my muscles down. I've not really heard anyone else talk about it, so if this is happening to you, it happened to me. So, yeah. And as well as the restless legs, I just felt achy. My muscles hurt, my legs felt heavy when I was walking. It was just all the swelling. I knew I would swell, but I wasn't prepared for feeling so lethargic and for my body just to feel so sore. So I'm now 7 months in. What's the date? Oh, tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm 7 months in. And I see my body now starting to go down. And I have these thoughts creeping back in like, oh, well, you've lost this much, so it's so easy to slip back into that mentality. I at this stage need to make sure I'm still eating, and if I'm hungry for something sugary or a bag of chips, I need to allow myself that, because if I don't at this stage, all the work I've done is for nothing. So even though I'm seeing my body change, and yeah, I'm a little excited that my body is finding its rhythm again and I'm feeling more comfortable in my skin, I need to make sure that I don't revert back to old thinking. I had someone reach out recently, and it actually made me think a lot of how I felt at the beginning of going all in. When I decided to go all in, I was not at my tiniest, but I was so stuck mentally. And I didn't want to live like that forever, because I was yo-yoing back and forth between someone who was very frail and ill to someone who was just about surviving. And I didn't want to get away with that. One of the books that really prompted me to go all in was Sick Enough by Jennifer Gaudiani. I highly recommend this book. It is got a lot of scientific things in it about what's happening to your body in an eating disorder. And these are things that I knew, but when you're so invested in that mindset, it's so easy to just ignore. But something about this book really triggered me, and it scared me. I'll leave a link for the book down below just so you could check it out if you'd like. You're sick enough. If you have food rules, if you are scared of certain foods, if you have a really negative body image, all these things, if you're going through, you deserve a better life, and you deserve to feel better about yourself, and you deserve to eat the food that you want to eat without guilt, without the shame. So yeah, no matter what your body looks like right now, you deserve to recover. The main person who sparked this all-in movement was Stephanie Buttermore, who started from a very lean place. But that's not going to be the same for everybody. I know that my body type was not identical to her body type when I went all in, but I also know that it was necessary. As much as it was necessary for my body, it was more necessary for my mind. Bodies naturally are going to fluctuate through life, but the way you feel about your body and the way you feel about food, that's forever. So you have to heal that. If you're having these negative thoughts, you absolutely 100% deserve to heal those. Another thing I wish I had done, not necessarily wish I had known, but was allowed the pictures, because there's so many moments in the last 7 months that I hid away from a camera. Even though I was having a great day, might have been with friends, might have been with my husband, I shied away from the camera. And I kind of wish I hadn't, because I've come such a long way in the last 7 months, and seeing that progress would have, I think, been really inspiring. Don't avoid the mirrors, don't avoid the cameras, because this is your life, you're living it right now. Don't skip this part. You may not feel your best, but this is still your life, so live it. And yeah, just don't shy away from who you are. I've had a few people ask me about my period. I lost my period I've lost it a few times throughout my life, and I had actually got it back before going all in, but it wasn't regular, and now my period is like clockwork, so that's really exciting. I can't remember the last time I was this regular, and that's because my body is getting what it needs. I think as scary as it is to lose your period, know that if you are properly fueling your body and properly committing to the process, it is going to come back. And I feel like stressing about, oh my gosh, when is it going to come back, is going to make it worse. So just allow the process to happen, and yeah, that's kind of my advice to you. I hope some of this was helpful to you. Please keep reaching out. I love to hear from you. I love to talk to people that have gone all in and hear what you're going through and what might still be to come if you're farther along the journey. Thank you so much for watching. Really appreciate you stopping by, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.